Some bad news on the development front. One of the parts failed quality control. We know how to fix it, but it'll take some extra resource. It's on hold for now, but you can order the extra work from the laptop at any time.
So, that is rather annoying. We failed development on our next part, and I don't think I got the resource points to put an arm 100 short, less than 100 short to invest it. You can see we're right up there with, it's very tight between the three teams there. So, what I'm going to do, hopefully over this next session, this next weekend, will result in a grid drop penalty. But I need a new the gearbox will be fine. Gearbox will be fine for a bit, but I need a new combustion engine. So I'm gonna revert back to, I don't know. We'll go to a new one. New turbo as well. No penalty. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna get straight into qualifying. We're hopefully here at Monaco, we're gonna get a bit of a better result. You can see we're losing the rivalry. Yeah, let's get into. You can see there's our results so far this season, and I've just noticed I haven't even introduced the video. So here we go, we're here for Spain, Monaco, the next Grand Prix here in the series. So let's get into it. We're on our third season, so if we look back at the results, first season was the McLaren Honda mod, second season was Red Bull with the F1 2018 mod, and now we're here with the Audi mod for the F1 2018 mod, which you can see we've not had a fantastic start to the season. But anyway, let's get into qualifying and see how we get on at Monaco. So here we go then, we're here for qualifying, haven't done any practice. Qualifying is the practice, we're going in hardcore with this, so we're going to go for maximum downforce. That'll do, maximum downforce. So let's get into the qualifying session then, and see how we get on here at Monaco. It's probably going to be a disaster, but we'll see what happens. So we're starting our first flying lap as I clip the barrier there, that's not what you want. So let's see how we get on over the course of this lap. It's a very bumpy track, so the wheel's going to be going mental right now. So it comes the end of the first lap, and it hasn't been a great lap. It's been our first opening lap, so let's keep on going then. Come around the final corner then, we did go fastest through the previous sector, but Daniel Ricciardo's just chucked in his lap, and we're about a tenth off of his lap, and that is so annoying. Literally a tenth of a second off of his lap, so let's see how this lap goes, and then we might just throw the towel in and see how we get on in the race. So wasn't actually able to improve on the lap time which we set, and we're literally less than a tenth of a second off of him, and then we've got 3/10 of a second back to Hamilton, and then Hartley, Magnussen, Gasly, and then Bottas. I mean, and the Ferraris 9th and 10th. What are they doing? But this is a good result for us here at Red Bull, so let's get into the race, and hopefully we can overtake Ricciardo at the start. Here we are then at the start of this Grand Prix for the 5 red lights. Let's see if we don't get loads of wheel spin off of the line. Get a decent launch. Make sure Hamilton is on our inside, and he isn't. And we've got the Toro Rosso right behind us. And the Toro Rosso of Hartley has managed to get ahead of Lewis Hamilton. And I do apologise for the wheel. I mean, it's a really bumpy track, especially up the hill around there. And we haven't been able to get Daniel Ricciardo off of the start of this race. And one thing I do struggle, oh my god, we went really deep there. One thing I do struggle with is the, oh my god, I'm in neutral. It's the gears quite clearly, but no, the rear traction, rear downforce, so hopefully we can start to improve that. But Daniel Ricciardo has absolutely bolted. I cannot deal with him at the minute. So can't deal with Daniel Ricciardo at the minute. He's just so quick in that Red Bull car. This Red Bull Audi is a quick car, but he's making it work, and I can't handle it. But luckily we're pretty close in the championship. He's not running away with the championship, anything like that. So nothing we can't deal with over the course of the rest of the season. But a decent opening lap here at Monaco then. And it's all about getting the consistency right, and Daniel Ricciardo at 17 flat. So let's see what we can do then over this lap. See if we can close him in a little bit. I'm expecting to get some safety cars and virtual safety cars. So plenty of challenges ahead of us in this 20 lap race here at Monaco. So the thing I'm struggling with at the start of this race is the heavy fuel load. But we've actually closed in on Daniel Ricciardo a lot, and we actually go faster than him by a few tenths. So I will take that. That's a good lap from us. So let's keep on pumping in the lap times. Hopefully start to reel him in as we start to get a bit of consistency around here, and we'll have to try not to get the classic Red Bull teammate battles going on here as we run wide there. So the MG UK has now got to 50% wear. We need to pit on lap 7, so I'm going to come in on lap 6, sorry. Come around the final corner, we made a few mistakes at the end of this lap, and it's cost us a few tenths of a second. So, well, it's cost us half a second. So let's keep on pushing then. We've only got a few more laps until we need to pit, but it's going to be a battle of consistency really. So we'll have to wait and see what myself and Ricciardo can do over the course of this race. So we got a virtual safety car here at Monaco. We need to drop the speed. Oh, Jeff, shut up. Jeff is so annoying. There's got to be a way to turn him off. He says some useful things, but now we've lost a load of time, though. So it's so hard to keep the green delta, and we're away. And I think we might have actually gained a little bit of time on Daniel Ricciardo. Return to racing speed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pump in the next few laps in rich mix, and hopefully we can start to gain as we are going to be pitting very soon. There's Charles Leclerc at the final corner, off safely by the barriers, so no safety car needed around here. So we're going to carry on with rich mix. We're going to pit the end of this lap. The gap is 1.5 seconds to Daniel Ricciardo. As you can see, he's right there. Brendan Hartley's still behind us, and he's got a bit of a few cars behind him looking to get past him. I imagine one of those is Lewis Hamilton. But we're starting to mess that sector up. That is so annoying. You can see the front tyres are starting to go, so we're starting to lock up, and we lost a couple of tenths of a second through the first sector, but we should be able to reel it back towards the end of the lap. So hopefully nothing else happens on this lap. We'll see you in the pits for the tyre change. So as you can see, coming in the pits, and Daniel Ricciardo is right there. So I wonder whether I'm going to regret this if we come out in traffic. It's all about where we come out now. I've rolled the dice, going for the undercut. It's probably the only way to get ahead of Ricciardo, but it's a risk in the way that if we get stuck in traffic, we're going to lose time and make it harder for ourselves. So let's see, there's a little bit of free air, but not too much. I want to come out in last really, and we're going to come out right next to Sorokin. That is not good. Gonna be side by side. Oh, this is the worst case scenario. Up the hill, get out of the way, Sorokin. Get out the way, get out the way. You're gonna have to hold it around the outside. Fresher tyres are gonna allow us to do that. There we go. Look at that lovely stuff there. Just taking a replay of that move. I just want to see that from the outside. Look how close to the barrier, side by side up the hill, and then we're gonna go around the outside. Oh, look at that, clean around the outside. The fresh tyres doing us a good job there. So we're stuck in behind Ericsson. Oh my god, look at this. How we're going to get through on him. Oh my god, we're so aggressive here. I don't want to get caught up in a battle. We've lost so much time because of that. Oh man. Ericsson, man. So annoying. Luckily, no damage. Lots of contact. But I just wanted to get him out of the way there. So we go a tiny bit over the sausage curb there. Teammates in the pit, so pressure's on. Let's see what happens. So I have no idea how this undercut is going to have worked for us. Is that Daniel Ricciardo? That is Daniel Ricciardo. I don't think it's worked for us here. Yep, it hasn't worked for us. There is Ricciardo. Oh, the only advantage we've got is we've got our tyres up to temperature, so let's see if we can use it. Okay, so engineers just told me weather's going to hit in about 5 minutes time, so we're having a change in the weather here, and I've no idea what it's going to do. Is it going to go wet enough for the intermediate tyres? Or we're just going to have to wait and see, aren't we, as we get a little bit wide through turn number 1. Fastest lap of the race. I'm going to use my rich mix up now, because if it's going to get wet, we ain't going to be able to use the extra power. So we've got some DRS now. We're in DRS range. What can we use it? Can we do anything with it? Well, we're going fastest, but we're not able to overtake Daniel Ricciardo, and if the weather's going to change, we're going to be in for a treat. We've got to make sure we're on the ball with the weather change, though. Oh, we hooked that first sector up nicely there. What are we going to be able to do? We're still chasing down Daniel Ricciardo. And the thing is, we're having to manage the MG UK as well. So by running around in rich mix, it's not going to help. But we kind of have to try and get the power to overtake him. So this is the closest we've been all race. Oh, massive tank slapper, of course. Having to short shift out of the corners because you just can't put the power down. We're going to have to switch it into a standard mix anyway soon. So we've got the DRS again, but we're still stuck behind Ricciardo. We get close, then we lose time because of the dirty air. It's not going to do our tyres any good either, just sat behind him. But we've got one car ahead of us, so maybe he can cause a bit of mayhem with some traffic. I don't know. We're going to have to pray for some weather, but I think Ricciardo got out wide there. So it was Carlos Sainz who was ahead of us, and he's now peeled in the pits, so it's now down to me and Ricciardo. Who's going to make a mistake? Who's going to manage to bring home the win here out of the Audi Red Bull team? We have to wait and see, so I'm going to put my head down, keep on pushing, but the tyres are starting to go. Remember, our tyres are older than his as well, so like through there he's gained on us a little bit. So again we've got the DRS, but we're not able to do anything with it. We're a bit closer now. What we're going to do up the hill. We just haven't got the legs. We've got this MGUK problem we're trying to manage as well. So it's a very stressful race. Got to manage the engine. We don't want to break down. We've got to manage the gearbox as well. Wow. Massive tank slapper too. So I've got a bit more rich mix, so I'm going to use that again. And hopefully on the pit straight might be able to do something about Daniel Ricciardo. Look at this, we're all over the back of him. What we're going to be able to do. Come on, hold the traction. This is our best opportunity here. Got the DRS, got the rich mix, got the slipstream, haven't got the legs, but we're going to go on the inside here into turn number 1. Oh, he backs out of it. We're side by side as we come up the hill. Oh, I can feel him. Where is he? Oh, contact with our teammate. So we've had contact with our teammate. Let's take a look at that. So we go side by side up the top of the hill. Oh, I think I might have just come across in front of him. He's got no front wing. We've got some front wing. So what has gone on there? What has gone on there? We have like no damage compared to Daniel Ricciardo. I mean, obviously we've got damage, but oh no. Oh no, it's raining. It's raining. And the team are telling us to pit next lap, so we have to wait and see. I've got to get ahead of Daniel Ricciardo here. He's got no front wing, I've got half a front wing, so we came out relatively unscathed. Oh my god, I'm having to send it up the inside. We came out pretty much unscathed out of that, but my god, we've got to manage the gap. Luckily, we've both got a massive gap to the cars behind, so now Daniel's surely going to put on the intermediate tyres. If they come into play towards the end of this race, if I stay out, we could be screwed. I really don't know what's going to happen here. I'm going to leave it another lap. So the engineer is telling us that if we come in the pits now, we might lose time. But this is going to give the Renaults a chance at taking the win here. If you look, Hulkenberg and Sainz behind us. What am I going to do here about the pits? Because if I don't pit and then they manage to keep it on the road, then they could end up taking the win from us. And I could end up losing the win here right now, so I need the weather. But I'm going to repair the damage to the car. That is the big question. I'm going to stay out as well on this lap because it's nowhere near enough to be able to come in for some intermediate tyres yet. Tell you what, I'm really struggling around here at Monaco, and look who's behind us. It is Nico Hulkenberg. Just keeping an eye on the tyre temperatures here. But am I going to be able to defend this potential win here? And where's Daniel Ricciardo? Maybe Red Bull needs us. Audi Red Bull needs some multi-21 tactics. I don't know. Oh my god, look how wide we are. Here's Hulkenberg up the inside. Oh, squeeze him. Side by side, coming down the hill. Gonna have to defend like mad here. Look at them both right behind me. Oh no. Got a train going on. We've only got 3 laps with the weather. This race has gone absolutely crazy. So someone has peeled in the pits. Hulkenberg's coming in the pits. He's going to be coming on the intermediate tyres, surely. But there's only 2 laps left. It cannot be worth losing track position, surely, just to get some intermediate tyres. He's taking the risk. Got signs behind us. Hartley's going to be on for a podium as we're talking right now. But at least I've only got 1 Renault to deal with, although they were holding each other up a little bit. I have no certainty over what's going to happen here. I mean, the thing is, I'd pit and repair my damage, but I don't know what tyres to go on. Because these dry ones are doing alright. I'd rather, luckily, because it's Monaco, you get to keep track position, basically, as long as you can defend sensibly. Got to be a rich mix as well. Got to manage the gearbox. Luckily, we're much quicker in a straight line than the Renault. So it is time for the final lap of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're in race winning position, but anything can happen on this final lap. It is raining, and I have no idea where my teammate is after that little collision we had. Well, I say little, massive collision that we had. And we're out wide, see what I mean? You just make a little mistake and I could have spun round and would have been screwed there. But we're tiptoeing home. Luckily, I think the rain's helped us because everyone's having to slow down anyway for the rain. So it's sort of, what's the word? It's sort of made the damage redundant right now. Because everyone's having to brake like this to get around the corners. Obviously it's not helping, but, you know, the weather's not helping. But it's helped us here. I can't believe we got into the classic Red Bull crash with our teammate. It's been a crazy Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the final lap, final corner. Let's bring it home then to the line. We're going to take the first win of this season, and it's Monaco. And we'll have to wait and see what everyone's opinion on the crash. Was it my fault? Did I go over into him, or did he come over to me, or was it just a racing incident? Monaco side by side up here is very difficult, but in the end we took the win. That's all that matters to me in this series. So we took the win here at Monaco. A nice result. You can see a different podium as well. Toro Rosso and a Renault on the podium. So a crazy Grand Prix here. And this win and everyone else doing badly is going to help us catch up to everyone else in the standings. But a very good result, and nice to see celebration on the podium. But it's going to be controversial with Red Bull. Is this going to damage our relationship with the team? Well, I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. But that Toro Rosso outfit looks really cool. I didn't know that much. So here we go. Race results. Oh, Hamilton 4th. Where's Ricciardo? Ricciardo didn't get any points with the team. Aren't going to be happy with us for that. But we do shoot up to 4th in the championship. Ricciardo drops behind Hamilton, so that's I feel bad because that's ruined all his momentum he was picking up over the last few races. I mean, it's affected us in the constructors as well. But we're 6 points over Raikkonen, and then we've got Bottas and Vettel ahead of us, so it's gonna be an interesting race, an interesting season. I mean, after a very interesting race is what I meant to say, but a different podium. But that's done it for this episode. I mean, I hope you did enjoy. It's been an absolutely crazy race here at Monaco. Really enjoyed it. And what I'm going to do for the next episode, I'm going to get loads of repairs on the car, so we'll probably end up going to start in last because we're going to need a gearbox penalty, stuff like that. But let's see what happens then in the next episode. For now, hope you did enjoy. If you did, remember to smash the like button, share it around with your friends, and let me know if you're excited for F1 2018 down in the comments down below.